Now, back to your host, Jim Freed.
All right, we're back and we're with my first guest. This is show 600, and Richie was my first guest. Richard Swerdlow was my first guest when he was chairman of the board and chief cook and bottle washer at condo.com. We're reprising that with his new business, bulkcondodeals.com today. Rich, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Jim. Really appreciate you having me on the 600th show and the first show. It seems like yesterday. Got to tell you, congratulations on all the success. The production values obviously have significantly improved. Your interviewing skills, it's great to see you. And thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Tough following the, John with his social sort of equality aspect of your show, but I'll do what I can.
It's all good because your business is also about creating an equality within the concept of the real estate market because you're creating equality of the information on bulk condo deals.
Yep. Because
of your site, people can do these deals that were the unicorn 10 years ago. People couldn't find them. It was very difficult to do. Back in the recession, the Great Recession with the RTC, I was with a company called CondoVest, and we used to buy and sell blocks of condos. So it's a great business. And my team has condo financing for bulk condos. So it's a tremendous show. Please tell me more about your platform and how people can work with you.
So thanks for that, Jim. Yeah, I mean, during the last cycle, you and I worked together, and we actually sold a bunch of sort of bulk portfolios through our site. But the problem was always confidentiality. So if you're a developer and you want to also maintain your consumer-facing channel, you want to keep your retail pricing, you can't let the world know that you're also bulk selling. So this time around, and really we launched it sort of mid-COVID, probably. We started working on it in July, and then we launched it in November. But the idea really is that a developer can post absolutely confidentially that they've got units. We don't disclose the address. We don't disclose any images. Just, for example, 50 units in downtown Miami. We don't provide any data. The interested fund or investor, we've got about 350 investors now on the platform that have raised their hand and said, we want to buy this type of asset. They have to fill out a non-disclosure, non-circumvent. Then we go back to the seller, say, here's who the interested buyer is. And only then do we release the information so that, again, the developer can have confidence in the fact that it's not going to be pushed out to every other broker in the world, and that it's not going to interrupt their consumer-facing retail sales, and it's not going to help, or hurt their relationships with their existing lenders.
That's amazing, Rich. How do you get leads?
So as the demand is overwhelming. Like I said, we've got about 350 investors. We're slowly building a list. So the demand for these types of distressed assets are, very significant. The biggest challenge for us is getting inventory. Since November, we've grown inventory to about $300 million worth of assets, spread across probably 10 bulk deals. And slowly but surely, as banks terminate their deferment programs, and as developers start to really do an internal look and say, geez, is the market going to come back? Would I rather have this bag of money, or do I want to sit and hope that I can continue to sell onesies and twosie units? I think we're going to continue to see more inventory. I've got a deal for you. Before we jumped on this call, someone reached out to me and said, hey, do we have someone, their construction lender bailed on a 25 unit condo project. They've got 30% pre-sold, and they said, do we have anyone that could potentially fill the hole? So I got it. After the call, I'll sort of connect you, and let's see if I can help push some business back to you.
Listen, we're going to talk more about this because it's a great match for my financial sources, which we're doing, like I said, the $85 million inventory loan right now. We're looking at two more. I could probably almost guess which deals they are when I look at the list on the site. But I'm happy to work with you on a very confidential basis, and we'll talk about it off screen. But the reality is, I think that for us to work together, it's almost like you'd have to call the guy that has the inventory and tell him about the idea. I don't want to disturb it. But we'll talk. Look at me, I'm thinking on the radio here.
There's a couple of opportunities. There's to provide, like you said, condo inventory loans to some of the developers who say, you know what, I'm not ready to bulk sell, but I want to refinance my inventory. So there's an opportunity there.
That's what we're doing right now. We're doing inventory loans.
And then there's an opportunity for some of the buyers who show up and say, look, I'm going to buy these assets, whether it's 10, 20, 50, whatever the discount that they were able to negotiate. Those guys need financing as well. So, we'd be happy to work with you and
Great. And we could close in a time frame that's consistent with their ability to get the discount. Either they could close all cash and we can close within a couple of weeks, or if they want, we can just close with them in a couple of weeks. It just takes 2 weeks for us.
Nice. And what we've also found by sort of getting into this, it's not just distress. We see there's going to obviously be another cycle at some point, and we think that this time around, we've got an opportunity to help developers on the front end. So bulk buying 30, 40% of the building through investors to help accelerate the financing for developers. So it's not just distress by selling remaining inventory, but it's helping with the bulk pre-sales. And
look, it's not distressed. I don't think it's going to be distressed. But, for people that have inventory that's hard inventory right now, all you really want to do is do a time shift with them. You just need to move it 6 months ahead out of this COVID cone. Oh, I actually kind of like that concept, the COVID cone. Anyway, so, Rich, just real simply, we've only got a couple of minutes left. Your site's been up for how long?
It's been up since November. So we're really, 90 days in.
That's great.
We're excited. We've got a lot of traction. We've had, for each deal that we distribute, we get anywhere from 30 to 50 sort of executed NDAs. We've got multiple letters of intent on a bunch of the bulk assets already. We're moving towards a closing on one of the projects. So it's effective. Our challenge is getting out in front of developers, getting them comfortable with the fact that all the assets are absolutely confidential. A couple of developers have come to us and said, look, I don't want to put the deal on the site, but you can have it as a pocket listing so you can go out to your audience and promote it. So we've got 2 developers who've taken that path with us, and we're excited about it. I just want to go back to what John said and connect. As a Gator dad, I just want to throw in there that I'm super happy that UF is taking on the scholarship program through their business school. So
Kelly is tremendous. Kelly is an amazing person that you'll hopefully someday meet. Mm-hmm. He gave me my first internship. That was my first internship, was from Kelly at JMB. And I'm helping them place a older minority student right now who's very difficult because of the fact that he's 32 and has a tremendous background, but it's tough to start somebody off. So, but to me, a guy like that would be a banker, great for a bank. So each person's different. I work real hard with every person from UF Real Estate School that reaches out to me. Black, white, yellow, purple, I don't care, as long as they're smart, because the UF program's goal is to lead real estate. So how are you going to lead real estate if you leave a whole half of the population behind?
Yep.
Rich, I love you.
It's a great program. I think we just want to send blessings to the Lambert family, part of the UF community as well. There was a terrible tragedy where the daughter got hit with a terrible car accident this weekend, and it's reverberated through the UF community, the South Florida community.
Right where I lived. It was right in front of the business school.
Blessings and love to that family and help them get through this crisis, while we've got a couple minutes together. Rich,
I love you. You're one of the most sensitive people I know. You're tremendous. And I know that together we're going to implement a plan on the bulkcondodeal.com, and we're going to help you effectuate good business for good people.
Thank you. I appreciate being here for again, the 600 show. Real big props to you. It's not tough creating the content day in and day out, coming in here, getting guests. It's a challenge, and you sort of dug deep and you've done it. And congratulations to you and all of your advertisers and all the guests that show up. So super proud of you and what you've accomplished through it.
Thank you so much, Rich, because you're one of my inspirations on a marketing basis. And, I watched you guys dominate the web in the early days. And so I watched how to do it. And I learned a lot from watching you and your team. And I want to thank you so much. You've been there since the beginning. So when you say about the growth, it really means a lot to me, very much. God bless you.
God bless you and Vivian. I'll connect you with this 25-unit deal that the guy's looking for, a white angel to show up and help him out of a jam with a construction lender that bailed on him. So there may be an opportunity.
We'll help. It's all about helping good people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Crossman's partner just sent us a text saying what a great time it was. And we're going to go right now. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we're going to talk to my good friend, Adam Lipkin. Adam has been on. He's been one of my inspirations on social media. Adam and I are going to talk about some of my great guests, including Rich, that have been on in the last 13 years and 600 episodes. So rock on, stick with us if you want to have some fun. It's coming up right now. And Rich, God bless you, the family, Mike, everybody else. I love you, man.
Good job running the machine. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.